Sugar. It's safe to say that I couldn't live without it. You see, for all my life, I've had to eat some sort of sugar every day or I feel empty inside. But last year, when I began to gain weight because of my addiction, I realized something had to change. So, to turn my life around, I quit sugar for 100 days, and it changed everything. Here was the plan. For the next 100 days, I wouldn't eat anything with added sugars that are considered conventionally unhealthy. For example, I could have ketchup, yogurt, or fruit even though they had added sugars, but things like ice cream and candy were completely off limits. And to raise the stakes, if I missed a day, I had to add 2 days to the challenge. And in those 2 days, I wasn't allowed to have anything sweet, not even natural sugars. The first few days were easy. Though I had some cravings here and there, they were easily dealt with. Today is day 3 and the update is still no sugar cravings, which is crazy because usually on the 3rd day, I'm like dying for sugar. But I was worried about what may come later. As to me, this challenge wasn't just about going 100 days without sugar. It was about proving to myself that I could finally stick to one of my goals, even if it gets hard. I'm worried about how sustainable this is into the school year. I'm worried about when cravings get worse, like how I'm gonna deal with that, because today my cravings weren't too bad, but from previous experiences, I know that the cravings are gonna get worse, and I don't know if it's gonna get better, and that's like what I'm scared about, but I think it should get better. I'm going on a walk in my new Lululemon pants. It's officially been 2 weeks since I started this challenge, and this week school started, and what I noticed immediately was because I'm not getting enough sleep, I now want to eat more. Physical changes, I noticed that my collarbones are a lot more defined than before, so I'm kind of like proud of that, and also my jawline became way more defined. Now is probably a good time to mention that I had 2 exceptions, birthdays and holidays. I was only eating this because it was my neighbor's birthday. Today is Friday and I'm on week 6 of this challenge. Yesterday I had a little bit of mooncake because we're like late celebrating the Mid-Autumn Festival, but this is really bad news because my cravings for junk food have been rising lately. My voice is kind of weird because I got sick last Saturday, but I'm like almost fully recovered now, which is faster than before, because before somehow I get sick and I'd be sick for like 3 weeks. I'm basically not sick anymore at the end of less than 1 week. I wanted to add that the first 2 weeks of school, my productivity was so top tier, and then it just slowly went down. To anyone who's like, oh, you're already skinny, why are you trying to lose fat? Like, why are you trying to promote unhealthy? I'm not trying to promote losing weight in an unhealthy way. I'm trying to just promote living a healthier lifestyle and being able to feel comfortable in your own body. I don't want to admit it, but on Friday I had this big chocolate thing. I did eat something sweet when I shouldn't have, so I'm gonna add 2 days to my thing. Today is September 30th. I think all of my sickness and symptoms have basically gone away. Okay, so it's week, I don't even know anymore. Honestly, last week and I think the week before, I had like really bad cravings. Like I really wanted sugar. I'm going to Chipotle with Emily so we can get lunch. Hi! I'm gonna eat this saranghoe. Also, it's my birthday today, so I can eat. I'm just gonna put the whole thing in my mouth. This is a yogurt flavored white rabbit candy. Never had yogurt flavor before. It's very sweet. I got the basic tea from Comfy Tea. It's gonna be my last sweet thing for my birthday. I got 30% sugar and it's still too sweet. I'm gonna be honest, today is Wednesday and I've had sugar Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Like I had 2 donuts today and like 2 chocolates. And then yesterday I had a chocolate, and then Monday I had M&Ms, a chocolate, and a Feastable bar, like a tiny one. And like, hear me out, okay? I don't want to count today's because today my donuts and my like chocolates were like for celebration. After over 2 months, I started making exceptions and coming up with excuses to eat sugar. I knew it would hurt me in the long run, but I would just tell myself that I didn't have to include it in this video. But as much as I wanted to avoid the punishments, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I lied my way through the end of the challenge. I started this challenge to prove to myself that I could stick to a goal no matter how tough, and I wasn't about to let myself down. I couldn't ignore my mistakes anymore. So my idea to solve this whole thing of me lying to myself is I'm just gonna stop. Like that sounds very too simple, but honestly I think I'll just do what I can to just first stop lying to myself and saying like it doesn't count, it's just whatever, because I know that sugar is sugar and it doesn't matter what reason I eat it for. So it doesn't matter the reason, it just matters that I'm following the rules that I made. I'm going to stop making exceptions, turn up my self-control somehow. I realized like the more days that I add on to this challenge, the more I want to quit, because in the beginning I was like, there's a definite end, and now I don't know whether or not it's going to end. Basically, I want my last few days of this challenge not to be a disappointment, because I've already come this far. I'm almost at day 100 already, so if I just drop it now, then what was even the point of me doing all of this? At one point, I was just considering quitting this challenge altogether, because like if I quit and I never make it into a video, how's anyone gonna know that I ever did the challenge in the first place? Like my last challenge, my screen time one, I didn't miss a singular day. Like I didn't have to do any like of the punishment because I was perfect. And like this one is not. Like I feel like I've failed in a way. But then I think like I've already come so far, and if I quit the challenge, then like what was the point? And also like I don't think just a few days of wanting to eat sugar or like a moment of craving should prevent me from reaching my goal. Like I've already said no to sugar so many times, so what's one more time? Like it's just a little bit harder now, so in theory I should just be able to do it again. And if I keep doing it, then I'll be able to finish the challenge. I know that doing this final stage of the challenge is going to be super hard, but hard is what I signed up for.
Today was so stressful, but I successfully did not eat any sugar. My dark circles are so bad.
I successfully ate no sugar today. I was originally going to drink this soy milk, but then I checked the ingredients and there are 14 grams of added sugar. I've got water and I've got bananas to hold me over. Initially, I planned for this challenge to get rid of my sugar cravings, but I didn't realize like I'd still have the cravings even now, even though it's been so long. Like it's not as bad as before. So like even though my cravings aren't as bad anymore, I still have them, and I don't think they'll ever go away. Like I think it's just something I'll have to live with. Though I experienced initial success in the last 3.5 months, as the challenge continued, I had difficulty staying honest with myself and true to the challenge. I thought that if I just lied about some of my failures, no harm would be done. And I even thought about ending the challenge early and hiding this experience completely. In my screen time video, I made the mistake of thinking that one failure would invalidate all my progress. But over the course of this challenge, I realized that growth isn't about perfection. It's about being able to hold ourselves accountable, being able to forgive ourselves when we mess up, and being able to recover from our mistakes. After all, change is difficult, and how can you say that you grew if you never struggled? Failures wouldn't determine my outcome, but choosing to ignore them would. So even though I had slipped up, and my sugar cravings never disappeared like I expected them to, instead of continuing to lie, I decided to come clean to myself to end the challenge strong. Unsweetened. Look how fat these grapes are. The sauce doesn't look as good on camera. Right now it's like 6:40 and I really want to eat something sweet. In 1 hour and 34 minutes, this challenge is over. I want to get a matcha boba, I want to get cheesecake, I want to get like fruit, I don't even know. My sugar challenge ended yesterday, so today I'm at Panera with Emily.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh my god, it's so sweet.